Let me ask you something personal, deeply personal, especially if you're a woman over 65. Have you ever walked in the door, unhooked your bra in a moment of quiet desperation, and sighed as if your body had been holding its breath all day? That sigh? It's not just relief. It's your body begging for something it's been denied for too long: comfort, circulation, and freedom. Here's the truth no one told us growing up. The bra that once symbolized femininity and structure could, after a certain age, become a silent saboteur. Doctors across the country are now warning senior women that bras, especially ill-fitting or overly structured ones, may be harming more than helping. Shoulder pain, shallow breaths, strange swelling near the ribs, chronic fatigue. These aren't random signs of aging. These are your body's quiet cries for change. In today's episode of Elderly Reflections, we explore 12 signs that it's time to rethink the bra. And believe me, most women ignore number 7 until it's too late. We'll share real stories, medical insight, and the kind of honest wisdom you only get from life after 65. But before we dive in, if this message resonates with your experience, hit the like button to support more content like this. Subscribe for more senior health, inspiration, and life lessons from the elderly. Stories that challenge old beliefs and celebrate aging with power and purpose. If you're over 65 and find yourself battling mysterious aches or discomfort that doctors can't quite explain, the culprit might be hiding in plain sight: your bra. Let's uncover the first subtle signs your body may be begging for relief. Let's start with one of the most common complaints older women experience, but rarely connect to their daily clothing choices: constant shoulder or neck pain. Susan, a 70-year-old retired librarian from Ohio, thought her neck pain was just a part of getting older. It began as a dull ache creeping in around late afternoon and turned into a deep, nagging discomfort that lingered into her sleep. At first, she blamed it on her reading chair or hours spent gardening. After months of physio appointments, muscle relaxers, and heat patches, it wasn't until her yoga teacher gently asked, "Have you tried going braless for a week?" that things started to change. She laughed at the idea. But by day 3 of ditching the bra, she felt something she hadn't in months: ease. Here's what most people don't realize. Narrow bra straps rest directly on the trapezius muscles, the large muscles connecting your neck, shoulders, and upper back. As we age, our skin becomes thinner, our muscle tone weaker, and our nerves more sensitive. Instead of sitting lightly, those straps now press deeply, cutting into the muscle and compressing surrounding nerves. The result? Chronic tension headaches, restricted mobility in the neck, and sometimes tingling or numbness that travels down the arms. What feels like aging may actually be aggravation from something you wear every day. If you instinctively pull at your straps or roll your shoulders to relieve pressure by mid-afternoon, it's a red flag. Removing the bra can feel like taking off an invisible weight that your body never signed up to carry. Now, shift your focus to your skin and pay attention to any irritation or rashes developing beneath the bra line. Lift your shirt and take a look under the band of your bra. If you see redness, rough skin, or even a faint rash, you're not alone. Barbara, 68, from Arizona, noticed flaking and soreness under her breasts every summer. Doctors gave her antifungal creams. She tried different soaps, powders, even natural deodorants. But the rash always came back. Until one night, exhausted from the itching, she left her bra off entirely. That was the first night she slept through without scratching. What she had, like so many other senior women, was intertrigo, a condition caused by heat, friction, and trapped moisture in the folds under the breast. It's particularly common post-menopause, when estrogen drops and skin becomes thinner and less elastic. Now, add to that mix a tight synthetic bra or a lacy underwire that rubs against your skin for 10 plus hours a day, and you've got the perfect storm for inflammation. What makes this even more serious in women over 65 is our slowed healing response. Even a small rash can linger for weeks, opening the door to fungal infections or bacterial irritation. And we often treat the symptoms, moisturizers, powders, creams, instead of removing the cause. If the skin beneath your bra band stings, flakes, or stays moist for too long, your body may be telling you that what you wear each day is compromising your senior health and comfort. Let's now turn to your breathing. Have you ever felt short of breath without knowing why? Marie, now 67, had been dealing with shallow breaths for years. She'd feel winded climbing stairs or even walking through the grocery store. Her doctor mentioned age and mild asthma, and she took it in stride. But one afternoon, lying on the couch with her bra off, she noticed something shocking. She could inhale fully, easily, deeply. That's when she learned about thoracic restriction. Bras, especially snug ones with firm underbands, can compress the ribcage and restrict expansion. As we age, lung elasticity naturally decreases, and every bit of restriction matters more. For women with pre-existing conditions like COPD or asthma, this compression can be more than uncomfortable. It can be dangerous. What's more, tight bras also impact the diaphragm, the primary muscle involved in breathing. When that diaphragm can't fully contract, you take shallow breaths, leading to fatigue, lightheadedness, and even increased anxiety. Your body is fighting for oxygen, and you don't even realize your bra is the cause. Try this. Spend one full day without a bra. Pay attention to your breath. The ease you feel might surprise you. And finally, let's examine your posture and back tension, especially if you're noticing changes you can't seem to correct. Elaine, 71, is a proud grandmother and former high school dance instructor. She knows the importance of good posture better than most. Yet in recent years, she noticed herself slouching more, and no amount of stretching or core work seemed to help. Her upper back ached. Her shoulders rounded forward. So she did what many women do, bought a high-support bra claiming to improve posture. But within weeks, she felt worse. The stiffness increased. Her breathing felt tight. And that hunch? More pronounced than ever. Here's the truth. Bras don't train posture. They replace it. When you wear a bra that's too supportive, it disables your body's natural postural muscles. The rhomboids, erector spinae, and lower trapezius start to atrophy, leaving your frame dependent on the garment. You're no longer standing tall. You're being held up. And that's a dangerous long-term shift. The shoulders aren't designed to carry tension from external pressure. They're meant to glide, supported by a strong back and mobile spine. When a bra compresses these areas, it disturbs natural muscle rhythm. That chronic tightness in your upper back? It might be your bra whispering that your body wants to carry itself again, with grace, autonomy, and natural balance. If you've ever found a lump near your armpit or experienced strange swelling around your chest and immediately feared the worst, you're not alone. For women over 65, every shift in the breast area can trigger concern, and rightly so. But sometimes, it's not a tumor or a dangerous growth. Sometimes, it's your bra. That's exactly what happened to Martha, a 69-year-old retired school counselor from Michigan. She discovered a small, tender lump near her left armpit and panicked. Her doctor ordered imaging and blood work. The results? Inconclusive. She was told to watch and wait. But weeks turned into months. The lump remained. No better, no worse. Then a visiting nurse asked her what kind of bra she was wearing and how often. That small question led to a revelation. Tight-fitting bras can impair lymphatic drainage. The lymphatic system is like the body's quiet sanitation crew. It moves waste, toxins, and excess fluid through lymph nodes and channels. But when a bra's band or strap constricts these pathways, fluid builds up. That stagnation can feel like puffiness, tenderness, even painful lumps. The underarm area, in particular, is rich in lymph nodes, and constant pressure there creates congestion. Think of it this way. If the lymph system is a river, your tight bra is the dam. And when the water has nowhere to go, it pools. Martha decided to go braless for a few weeks, especially at home. Slowly, the swelling faded. The tenderness eased. The lump, once a source of daily anxiety, was merely gone by week 3. She'd spent months fearing cancer when all along it was about circulation and compression. If you're experiencing unexplained swelling or tenderness in the chest or underarm area and medical exams rule out disease, consider your bra as a possible cause. It could be your body asking for more freedom. There's something else many women over 65 experience quietly: the nonstop struggle of adjusting your bra all day long. It may seem minor, an innocent tug here, a shift there, but think about how often it happens. If your bra needs adjusting every hour, it's no longer a passive piece of clothing. It's become a problem. Joanne, 72, described it as my second job. She found herself adjusting the band while cooking, tugging the straps while reading, and loosening the back clasp just to relax on the couch. It was like babysitting a garment, she joked. But it wasn't funny. The stress it caused was real. It distracted her, drained her focus, and chipped away at her mood. Why does this happen? Because our bodies shift with age. The ribcage widens. The skin softens. Breast tissue becomes less dense and more mobile. Yet we keep wearing bras built for our 40-year-old selves, tight, structured, and unyielding. The result? Constant friction between fabric and flesh, and a growing sense that something just doesn't fit anymore. What's worse, this daily discomfort adds up. Every time you reach to adjust, you reinforce the idea that your body is the problem, that you must conform to the bra, not the other way around. But the truth? Your body isn't failing. The garment is outdated. If your bra demands more attention than your pet or partner, it might be time to retire it. There's also a moment every evening that speaks louder than words: the relief of removing your bra. It starts with a sigh, that deep exhale when the straps slide down your arms. The quiet joy of freedom across your chest. The lightness that follows. These aren't just signs of comfort. They're biological signals that your nervous system is letting go of tension. Deborah, 66, calls it her bra liberation moment. Every evening when she returned home, she'd remove her bra and immediately feel her posture shift, her breath deepen, her mood lift. Eventually, she wondered, why only feel this way after dark? Why not reclaim the sense of ease during the day, too? Going braless wasn't just a style choice. It was a return to her body. She started noticing less shoulder tension, fewer headaches, and better sleep. She even reported improved digestion and fewer hot flashes. Her body wasn't just more relaxed. It was functioning better. Science supports this too. Tight garments can stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for stress responses. Removing that constant pressure tells your body, you're safe. You can relax. So, if your evenings feel freer than your mornings, that's a clue. Your body remembers what freedom feels like. Let it have more of that. Finally, let's talk about the way our breasts change and how bras often don't change with them. The truth is, breasts change shape after 60. They become softer, more fibrous, and often more sensitive. Hormonal changes reduce glandular density and increase fatty tissue. Gravity and time do the rest. And yet, most bras are still designed for firm, youthful breasts, not for the unique and evolving bodies of senior women. Gail, 74, noticed her bras becoming more uncomfortable over time. They pinched in places they never did before, she shared. Seam lines that once lay flat now dug in. Even soft cup bras felt restrictive. She realized her bras hadn't changed, but her body had. And it deserved better. This sensitivity is more than skin deep. It's about how we honor our changing form. Choosing not to wear a bra or opting for soft, breathable alternatives isn't about letting go. It's about leaning into comfort, into self-acceptance, into the quiet wisdom of a body that has carried you through decades. If your bra leaves marks, causes soreness, or simply feels off, your body is speaking. Listen. Let's now look at what happens when we carry the bra habit even into our sleep. For many women over 65, wearing a bra to bed is something they've done out of habit or misinformation. We've heard the old myths. It keeps your breasts firm. It stops them from sagging. It's good support at night. But modern science and countless lived experiences say otherwise. Sleeping in a bra can do more harm than good, especially at an age when our bodies need optimal circulation and rest. Tight garments, including snub bras, can restrict the chest's natural expansion, especially when lying flat. This impairs breathing, limits lymphatic drainage, and may even increase inflammation in the upper torso. For seniors dealing with conditions like arthritis, fibromyalgia, or insomnia, this hidden stressor can make a big difference. Take Jeanette, 71, from Oregon. She was waking up each morning with upper chest tightness and shallow breath. She blamed her mattress, her pillow, even her sleeping position. But one night, on a whim, she decided to skip her bra. The next morning, she woke up breathing easier, and over the weeks, her sleep deepened. Her body had been trying to heal all along. It just needed a break. Now imagine this. You've been through breast surgery, maybe a lumpectomy, a mastectomy, or lymph node removal. Or you live with a condition like chronic lymphedema. For many women in this group, returning to regular bras feels like the final step toward normalcy. But sadly, those same bras can hinder recovery. Scar tissue needs time and space to soften. Lymph pathways need freedom to move fluid. And sensitive, healing skin cannot tolerate wires, stiff bands, or synthetic fabrics. Elaine, a 68-year-old breast cancer survivor, shared her story. I wanted to feel like myself again. But the minute I put on my old bra, the pain came back. It was like my body said no. With her doctor's guidance, she transitioned to soft post-surgical garments and eventually no bra at all when home. Her swelling subsided. Her comfort returned. And more importantly, she stopped fighting her own healing. This lesson isn't just for survivors. It's for every senior woman navigating a changing body with grace and patience. When in doubt, let your skin breathe. What we often overlook is how healing is not just a physical process. It's emotional. It's psychological. It's deeply spiritual. Wearing a bra post-surgery isn't just a comfort decision. It's a decision that speaks to your journey of reclaiming your body, your peace, and your selfness after so much resilience. But perhaps the most quietly painful truth comes when we realize just how often we've worn bras for others, not for ourselves. This point hits home for so many women. For decades, we've endured poking wires, red marks, and tight bands just to look presentable, to avoid judgment, to not offend or draw unwanted attention. But at 65 or 70 or 80, do those rules still serve us? Or have we simply carried them too long? Ruth, 75, told us she wore a bra every day for over 50 years, even at home alone. It was just what you did, she said. But then she asked herself, why? I realized I never questioned it. I just followed the script. The day she stopped, she cried, not from sadness, but from a deep, unexpected relief. She said it felt like getting a piece of herself back. That's the power of choosing your own comfort over someone else's expectations, of reclaiming your body, not to display, but to feel good in. Senior women carry deep wisdom, the kind found in elderly reflections, in life lessons from the elderly. Sometimes the most powerful act of independence is saying, I've had enough. I'm doing this for me. Think of all the ways we've held ourselves tight, physically, emotionally, even socially, just to conform. But freedom after 65 isn't rebellion, it's revelation. It's finding the courage to unfasten every pressure you once wore out of fear. And now, for perhaps the most important sign of all, you've simply outgrown the need. We outgrow shoes. We outgrow ideas. And yes, we outgrow bras. Not because we've let ourselves go, but because we've learned to let go of discomfort, of false expectations, of things that no longer fit who we are. Gloria, 79, puts it beautifully. I stopped wearing a bra 10 years ago. It wasn't a rebellion. It was a graduation. Like many wise elders, she understood that liberation isn't loud. It's quiet. It's soft fabrics against soft skin. It's walking through the garden without pressure across your chest. It's resting and rising with ease. This isn't about rejecting femininity. It's about redefining it on your own terms, with dignity, with self-assurance, with the confidence that comes from lived experience. Aging isn't about losing beauty. It's about discovering a new kind. And sometimes it begins with unhooking something you no longer need. It begins when you allow yourself to ask, what do I actually need to feel good today? And the answer often is simpler than we think. Less. Less pressure. Less tightness. Less pretending. And more of what truly nurtures us. So, if any of these signs spoke to you, listen. Your body remembers what ease feels like. Trust it, honor it, and know that comfort isn't selfish, it's wise. That's senior health. That's elderly wisdom. That's the kind of inspiration we need more of. If you found this helpful, please share your thoughts in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear your story. Like and subscribe for more life-changing insights, motivation, and quotes inspired by the real-life experiences of strong senior women. Thank you for being here.